Hi, I'm Chris from Airwindows, and I've constructed this device to demonstrate something because I have a new plugin for you. This is a weird little conglomeration that I made in Bespoke, and it's got my voice going into an output, and it has noise. Because we are going to demonstrate my new plugin, Hypersonic. It's the follow-up to Ultrasonic, and it, I believe, improves on the performance of Ultrasonic in a number of ways. Firstly, let's fire up Span. What we've got here is noise. That's actually analog noise from a Eurorack module. And when we put on Ultrasonic, we'll see what the filtering does when we have 5 stages of filtering in a very high resolution measurement using Span. You can also see that the bottom of the tail here, that's actually still showing some noise because that's the threshold of what the plugin and DAW format can do. And again, this is the raw output, and then when we engage Ultrasonic, one of the good things about Ultrasonic is that it's very good at rejecting the extremely high frequency stuff. Things with more of a brick wall filter will tend to have stuff going on in the stop band, which is this area up here. You will also notice that we have a line here that is 20K, and that is what the filter is set to. However, the reason we've got a new version is that when you engage Ultrasonic, it cuts off at that frequency, but you'll notice that it starts to roll off a little bit going into there. And there are some people with really golden ears who are able to hear that. So let's fire up Hypersonic. Observe. Hypersonic is 7 stages of filtering rather than only 5, and it cuts off a little bit higher. As a result, we're pretty flat, going right through 20K to around, I think it'll show me what the, yep, to around 23K or so, at which point it starts rolling off, and it's rolling off even faster. If we swap this back and forth between the two, we can see the difference fairly clearly. Back to Hypersonic. You'll notice that all the really high frequency stuff stays exactly the same. But it'll be softening the audible highs quite a bit less. Oh, and there's one more interesting thing. If you watch the audio CPU meter up in the top corner over here, might look a little bit small, but never mind that. You see it's hovering around 5 and 6. That goes to 7. Hypersonic stays at around 6, even though it has 2 more stages of filtering. I'm working on something where I might be able to enhance the audio quality of the plugins and give them substantially more CPU friendliness, and we'll see how that goes. It's some experimentation I'm doing. Those who are very clever can hunt for it in the code, and if I'm fortunate, everything is going to get a little more efficient, and that'll be nice. Hypersonic is a audio unit and VST2 plugin that's available for Mac, Windows, and Linux. It's supported by Patreon. I am gearing up for doing a lot more in the way of live streaming and so on, in the hopes of being a little more visible, but I intend to continue doing the work that I've been doing on the plugins, and I continue to do those at about one a week. As far as the live streaming is concerned, I'm going back to the Monday coding streams, and we're just going to make a bunch of music and do various things. For instance, one of the things that I could try to do is do sound design days where I'm working in something like, I don't know, Surge, Dexid, something like that. Stuff where you can download the synthesizers being used and use those. The idea is to have the Airwindows free studio so that people don't have to not be able to make audio just because they don't have money to spend on a bunch of expensive plugins and synthesizers and things. I hope you like Hypersonic. I feel like in every way it should be an upgrade on Ultrasonic, which is why we're calling it Hypersonic. And I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.